Greetings, fellow visitors. This is Upgrade Terminal, a Star of Providence fancast. I'm Malachi.
And I'm Nick. Welcome back to the facility. So, for this episode, gonna be another one of those episodes where actually turns out Malachi has gone to PAX West, which is pretty fun. And, well, we're gonna hear a bit of a pre-edited segment where Malachi talks about, his experience, what he saw, what he did, and he got to talk to a few special people.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to go back to PAX. It was a lot of fun. I'm really growing to like that show. I'm already planning on going next year as well. I hope I can go over and spend at least a couple days there next time, because it's really not that far away from where I live, all things considered. But I really appreciate our two guests speaking with me, specifically PureQuestion and Lilac Olligoci. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, that's it.
Enjoy.
Hello, listeners. A year has passed since the last time I went to PAX West, and today you find me at the same cafe I stopped at last time, although it's not the morning. I ended up leaving a lot later than I wanted to. But yeah, PAX West is once again my destination. I'm once again traveling there to meet with PureQuestion and hopefully have a short conversation about Star Providence and the state of the game and, I don't know, Hollow Knight Silksong probably. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee and we will continue our journey.
My trip to PAX West this year found me facing an old foe, jet lag. I had just returned from a trip abroad and knew I'd be sleepy. But how could I pass up an opportunity to go back to the city of gamers and meet up with friends? And I mean, the United States could finally implode and 2025's PAX West could be the last one ever, right? You never know. So I got in my car and drove. As this was my second year at PAX, everything went much more smoothly than last year. I literally parked in the same parking garage.
Shout out to Pacific Place Garage, woo!
So there was very little time spent trying to orient myself. Within a short time, I had snagged my badge and was making my way up the mountain of escalators to the expo hall. But this time, I wasn't looking for the big mode booth. Nope. There was no Star of Providence booth for me to haunt this year. I was looking for the Blood of Dawnwalker booth, or, more specifically, a leather jacket and a Kirby backpack that I had been told were somewhere near it. And I found them. They were both attached to Lilac Olligoci, who I had the pleasure of meeting for the first time in person. And yes, I can confirm the leather jacket was just as cool in person as it was on the GDQ stage. Of course, there was some amazing cosplay on display. My personal favorites were an impressive full-on Master Chief with Energy Sword, 4 friends dressed as the Castle Crashers, and Millennia from Elden Ring wielding Giza's Wheel or the pizza cutter weapon. They had a friend there with them wearing a pizza cloak. I saw a knight from Hollow Knight, but unfortunately I didn't run into the incredible Hornet cosplay that I saw last year. This year somehow seemed like it'd be more fitting. There was also a small army of Claire Obscure Expedition 33 cosplayers, all wearing the same thing. Red berets and black and white striped shirts, some of them even carrying baguettes. It was odd because while there is an outfit like that in the game, and it is even called Baguette, the cosplay was just generic enough that it was hard for a lot of people to place. I overheard a lot of conversations of people asking, what's with all the people wearing berets and carrying French bread? After exploring the expo floor for a time with Lilac, and a few longing glances at the Kirby Air Ride demo that I would not be able to stand in line for hours to play, PureQuestion emerged from the crowd. He was easy to spot in his new Star Providence Renegade shirt that I happen to be wearing as well. I had my first wave monolith pins on my hat, which prompted Pure to mention that he lost his when the backs came off and they fell off of his bag. Hearing this, I checked my pins and gasp! The Knoll pin was already missing its back. I quickly took it off and tucked it away in my bag. Knoll was saved by PureQuestion. A little ironic, don't you think? A late lunch was eaten, and we ended up at the White Knuckle booth, a first-person roguelite speed-climbing horror game that Pure insisted I had to try. I slowly climbed my way through the tutorial and can confirm, White Knuckle is a very good game that you should try. You can actually download the demo on Steam right now. It's being developed by Dark Machine Games, and it was a real treat to meet them and listen to them talk about the mechanics, items, and amazing lore that make up their game. There is this time-altering pocket watch item that you have to see to believe. Watching both new and experienced players play the White Knuckle demo was so much fun, and it was a visceral reminder of what I loved about PAX last year. There is this palpable, infectious excitement about the future of games that is so awesome to steep yourself in, especially indie games. It is genuinely uplifting to be there, and although I'm not a doctor, I would prescribe the experience to anyone that loves games. From there, we hopped in the car and made our way up a few steep streets of Seattle to a hotel lobby for a short interview. There was a large sitting room in the lobby that felt like a living room, with a huge television playing Emerald Lagasse's cooking channel on mute. I unpacked my microphones and tried really hard not to sound nervous as I began the interview. I'm here with PureQuestion.
Hello.
And Lilac Olligoci.
Hi.
It is great to be here with both of you in person.
Second time for one of us, and I think first time for the other.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't succeed in not sounding nervous. So I have a few questions here for both of you. First, you both have IRL Kleines. You both have orange cats. How are they doing? Can we get a cat update, please?
He's doing very well. Apparently he did get out of the house last night, and then they got him back. My mom found the front door open, and she went outside and called him, and he came running.
Wow. Did he open the door? Velociraptor style?
No.
But he's safe.
Yes. Okay. He's all good.
Lilac, how's your IRL Kleines doing?
My IRL client is Felix. He's doing well. I have a cat sitter that comes in whenever I'm gone on vacations like this. I had her for GDQ. She was taking care of him when I was gone there, and he's been doing great.
Oh, good. So somebody Felix knows.
Yeah.
I have to say, cat sitter is one of the funnest things I've ever done. I love being a cat sitter.
Yeah, he's taking his medicine. He's doing great. So he's doing a lot better than the first time, because the first time when I was gone for GDQ, he didn't eat much.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he clearly missed me, but this time he's managing better.
He was having lilac withdrawals.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you. That was the important question I had to ask both of you. But next, I'm just curious what each of you have been playing lately and having fun with.
Well, so I did pick up the Switch 2, so I've been playing Bonanza. What was I playing before that? I have to go check my Steam library. That sounds annoying. I was playing quite a bit of Passant, which is a chess balatro, basically.
Chess balatro, interesting.
Yeah, so I've been playing the demo for a while, and it did finally just come out. I don't remember if it's technically in early access or not. I think it released on August 11th, so I played that quite a bit. Those are the main two new ones.
And some white knuckle.
Yes. Yeah, of course. I've been playing a bit of White Knuckle because I've been stopping by the booth quite a bit, and there's the demo for the new area, and that's been kicking my ass. And everyone else who's tried, I haven't heard no one's beaten it yet.
I watched a lot of people die while I was at the booth just now.
Sure did. And yourself?
Yep, I also picked up White Knuckle as well. I at Pure's behest, basically, and mostly just to familiarize me with the game. And it's a great game. I can't recommend it enough. Everybody should get it, and at least play it once. But yeah. But then after that, I got really distracted because off the RPG. The remake came out the second week of August, I think, or second or third. 15th, yeah. And I completed that in an entire weekend. Amazing game. I love the story of it. It's definitely a game that people should. It's one of those games that you should play blind, basically, or mostly blind. I played the original like 10 plus years ago, more, and it's been a long time since I watched Paper Lore play the original. The freeware game is still available for free, of course, and so people can play that. But if you want to drop $15 for the remake, I would definitely recommend that as well. It's got a more robust fighting system compared to the original, and more bosses. But I've started speedrunning that one as well, helping Kiyoshi Kadre, who's another speedrunner who does similar games like that. Kiyoshi did One Shot for SGDQ this year. Fantastic runner, and that's who I'm up against.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'm happy to say that that game is over 10 years old, I guess, but
It came out in 2008, so it's very old, but it didn't get popular until like 2011, 2013.
I've remained completely unspoiled on it, though, so I should dive into it and have the true experience.
Yeah, it's good.
Pure, for you, so we're how many months out now? 6, 7 months since release?
Yeah, just over 6.
From your perspective, what has the Into Oblivion release been like?
I mean, it was incredible. The game's done much better than our wildest expectations. I can tell you that like from having been here last year and then this year just at PAX, there's been a like really striking difference in the amount of recognition, because it's certainly not become like a huge game, but like most of the people, especially like when I've been talking to devs and I say it, most of them, I've got a lot more like, oh yeah, versus like, I've heard of Donkey maybe.
Yeah, last year there were a lot of people that were like, oh, Donkey's second game, and I'm like, no.
Or like, oh, it was, did they have another game? Okay, I heard Animal Wily thing maybe. But a lot more people. Even like today, I got stopped by someone because I was wearing one of the new shirts, and they like, I actually had someone stop me and say, is that a Star Providence shirt? And that was really cool.
And they didn't know that they were talking to a dev until you told them.
until I told them, yeah, of course. So that was a cool experience.
After all this time, this is a deep question, but just in a few sentences, like what are your thoughts and feelings towards this game that you've created?
Oh, God. Really, I mean, it's been so long. It's just real, like, yeah, obviously, like, I'm really proud of it. But it's, like, it's been almost a third of my life that I've been working on this thing. So it's been out for a quarter of my life. So just, like, I don't even know how to feel about it. It's, like, it's just such this, like, dominant presence of the last decade. I'm always thinking about it, but I've spent a lot of the time working on it, and it's gonna last a while yet.
Do you ever play the game for fun?
Not in a long while.
Do you play it for science? Like to test things out?
I mean, when I'm working on it.
I see.
Okay. It has been a long time since I've been able to actually finish a run of the game, I'll be honest. That's what I have people for that. Jesters at Lilac.
Yeah. I had a question for you, Lilac. So after you've been speedrunning the game for so long, and now that you've been doing that, Have you ever gone back and tried to play the game at a normal speed?
I have plenty of times. Mostly
Is it
like
easy to do? I mean, to like shift gears like that?
it is relatively easy, or at least for me, to shift gears and kind of play it at a normal pace, because like the speed run portion is basically like doing the game faster, and being able to speed run the game allows you to more efficiently go through the game casually, because you have all of this knowledge from the speedrunning perspective, like the ideal weapons to use, how to recognize the floor layouts and everything like that, and that's kind of how it's a lot easier, at least for me, in this type of game. But yeah, I was burnt out of the game for a long time. I think back last year, and it put me out of practice, because at that time, I think last year or the year before, I was focusing on speedrunning a different game called The Night Witch. I think I've mentioned it before.
I bought it at your recommendation, actually. Yeah, it's a good game.
But then I came back to Star Providence. I was so out of practice. I'm like, I'm just going to do a fresh file playthrough. And I did that at Into Oblivion's release, kind of casually going through the game and unlocking everything and improving. And despite that, despite how out of practice I was, I still did a lot better, even at the SGDQ run, than I ever did on camera. Well, on camera, but on stream during monorail back then. Like, there's still an improvement. I'm going on a tangent though about the improvement, but yeah, it's a lot easier to go casually through Star Providence. And I don't know if you'd consider an Exalted run casual. I would. I mean, I guess it depends on perspective. But yeah.
So there is DLC planned for the future, right?
Yes, we definitely do want to do more with the game.
So is there anything you can tell us about like the general direction or how that will expand the game?
I mean, we've teased it a bit in the Discord server, but it's like that feels different than this. But there will be new floors. There will be everything that comes with that. I would like there to be new ships. I would like there to be new weapons. I can't necessarily promise either of those. I would expect another batch of uniques. I would definitely expect, big changes. Just like, there's always big sweeping changes, and there will be more big sweeping changes.
Yeah.
But you'll find out about those as they're done. Work on that hasn't started yet, and might not start till next year.
Well, I think the team has earned a break.
There's some cleanup. There's a few things being worked on, but the go ahead on that is waiting on some other things.
The last question I have for you is after Star of Providence. So we know there's going to be this DLC, but after Star of Providence, what is next for Team D13? Have you put any thought to that?
Yes, there are quite a few games we'd like to make. There are a few different things it could be. I would really like the next game to be some sort of Metroidvania, and we have a few different ways that could go. Mm-hmm. But as for exactly what project we'll do next, that's going to happen when it happens.
Understandable, but it's still exciting to just know that you've already started talking about it, thinking about it. So.
Oh, I mean, we've had game ideas forever.
I figured that was the case, but it's just kind of cool to hear you confirm it. Sitting with you in person.
I've talked about them before with many people.
I think there's a lot of like tidbits and things that like filter through the Discord that some people miss out on. So,
of course.
Well, that's basically all I had to ask you guys. But
great seeing you again. It was great chatting.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time again. I appreciate it. I hope I'll see you at PAX West again someday.
I'd like to think so.
Thanks, Lilac.
Yep, thank you.
We'll see you probably running, not necessarily Star Providence, but running something at GDQ.
Maybe. I might be at AGDQ. We'll see.
Okay, awesome. All right, thanks, guys. I parted ways with Pure and Lilac and started the drive home. The mountain pass felt like a wormhole, quickly taking me away from the parallel universe that is PAX. A universe where I can catch a glimpse of future games, meet developers, and listen to them expound excitedly about what they're making. A place where I can meet and spend time with people that love games the same way I do. When I finally got home, it was dark. Crickets were chirping, and I could hear the announcer from the local rodeo in the distance. I sat down on the grass to reflect on the day and drink in the evening. I thought back on what PureQuestion said. His game has been a part of his life for so long, a passion project and dominant presence of the last decade that has gone on to delight so many people. Star of Providence first captured my imagination over 7 years ago, and still, I find myself returning to it. The time I've spent there has been made all the more meaningful by the people I've met along the way. I've realized that, at this point, the spires of the facility will always be on my horizon, a reminder of the power of human creativity and the joy of visiting a deep and compelling digital universe. What worlds will Team D13 create in the future, I wondered, as I looked up at the night sky. Eventually I stood and went inside, leaving the stars to ponder that question on their own. It may be years before we get there, but I'm looking forward to finding out and exploring anew with my fellow visitors. Thanks so much for listening to our Star Providence Fancast. Big thanks as always to Garoslaw and AlexMdle for allowing us to use their music and sound effects in our podcast. Our intro music was made for us by Garo, and we love it so much. Thank you, Garo.
And you can check out all of Garo's Star of Providence soundtrack over at their Bandcamp. They have Volume 1, Volume 2, and the 5th Anniversary Edition soundtrack. Be sure to check it out there.
If you have any comments or suggestions for the show, you can reach out to us on our Discord server. We'll post the server link in the show notes.
And there you will find fellow pilots to talk with and discuss the show. Thank you for listening. We'll hope you'll join us next time.
This is what you came for, isn't it?
So be it.